and the numbers ticking. Namaste. My name is Westford, and with me to my left is Mr. John Mondragon. Mondragon, would you like to say a few words?
Namaste, everybody. I hope you guys are all feeling as good as I am feeling today. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful day. And I would love to get into a couple of things that Mr. Westford and I missed out on while we were gone.
You know, it's a big opportunity, and there's opportunities all. Yes, love. My daughter's asking me for something. Well, anyways.
The others say you need, it'll get you high, get you wise. Bunny is the place to be.
You know, yeah, he asked me to punch me and he knocked my teeth out, and I realized it was because our Haitian neighbor came in and they needed it to put on string for their voodoo. My Christian Haitian neighbor is using my teeth for a voodoo.
Buddy, the only show you want, the only show you need. It'll get you high, get you wise. Buddy is the place to be.
I've got a vagina.
We all do.
You're born with one, right? Everybody in the womb starts off as a lady, a little lady. Speaking of starting off in the womb, what's your take on this scientific breakthrough of see that little piece? You know, like when you take apart a mechanical pencil and there's a little spring. They took one of those and they got it to love on a sperm. They take the sperm and the spring, and they make the egg and the sperm friends. What's I don't know where the spring go. I don't know if the spring just like does it. I don't know. I didn't see the rest. I don't know if the spring just is inside the zygote forever.
So is that like,
oh yeah,
like
somewhere in me there's a tiny spring.
So like in class, you're like, so your suspension and your drive shaft come together, and there you are.
Yeah, I don't like. Do they have to remove? I don't really know the like. You know, I hear the stories of like people getting surgery and like a glove gets left behind. Like, oh, I was wearing two of these, right?
Yeah. I wonder, like the doctors were like, yeah, like totally went in there with like two gloves, and we're like, wrap it up, boys. Everybody to grab a beer. Where's my other glove?
I heard a story recently of a guy, like apparently you can get like tubes in your ears if you have like fluids, like ear infection or something like that, and it helps you where you can like see, or not see with your ears, man. I hear colors. But it's supposed to like help you with your ear infection or something like that. And a guy said he got that done as a kid and like helped him. He was able to hear again, and they're supposed to remove it, and then he got it removed. And then he's like 33, and he got like his earwax impacted. He like jumped off a big rock into some water, and it impacted his earwax into his eardrum. So he got that flushed out, and a bunch of the tubing came out. He's like, "Oh, that's been in there for like 32 years." Just it
I thought we
was
got
a part of
that
me.
taken out. Oh, you guys said you got that. Like, well, we couldn't find it, so we're just like, screw it. Yeah, we got it.
We asked if you could hear. You said yes. What's the problem?
This is a corporation.
That sounds like some
okay,
weird,
man?
like Native American. Inside every man, there are two springs. For you, there are three.
There are two ear holes.
All right, let's get into. So this is the FatCon.
Whoa,
Oh, wow.
dude! Wow, we got to give it
Sorry,
a well-due introduction, ladies and gentlemen.
This is
probably
the one and only.
Probably the biggest event ever. No pun intended.
We intend to be the biggest FatCon in town. Let me tell you.
Yes. Unfortunately, on our hiatus, West and I were not there.
Well, they got VIP hotels. If there's not complimentary breakfast, lunch, dinner, second breakfast.
Same as FatCon. Of course, they're going to go for the food. What else are you going to go there for?
Free FatCon t-shirts. The smallest one we got is triple XL. Oh, I was hoping for more.
The only thing,
Okay,
the only thing
oh,
stronger,
oh. They need,
the only thing stronger
they
than
need some
my
fat
will. Oh yeah. The only thing stronger than my will to go to this next year, especially with Wes, are the chairs they sit on. So there's no pun
Are they-
intended there either.
Like, you like a weird
Those,
chair sniffer?
no, like those chairs would be strong.
You sniff chairs?
I mean,
Oh, I
when
see.
was the last time?
Oh, I see.
Damn it!
Okay.
That
I-
fell.
I am. Well, I don't know. I was like, I don't know where he's going with that. But I see one dude, and I see several ladies that need FatCon t-shirts. Like that, it's. Oh no, there's a second dude. Okay. You see any other dudes? There's 2 dudes. No, 3 dudes.
Oh,
That guy's name is that a dude, right? I don't know. That's questionable. The ginger on the right.
with them, it's always questionable. But yeah, like there's no dudes there. Like fat dudes are sitting at home playing Halo and smelling their farts. Like we're not going to FatCon. I have DoorDash for that.
I love fat people wearing masks. You know, you gotta take care of your health. You gotta make sure you stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Fat M slut. Oh. What do you think? She's got a cane. Does she need it, or is it fashionable?
I think it's just like for
Oh God! I don't want to see. I don't want. I look to the right.
To pick one thing that was my favorite part about FatCon. The whole weekend has been amazing. We've had great panelists. I loved my shopping trip to 2 Big Blondes, and I think the best part has been the community. I don't get this in Florida, so I travel for it, and my heart is so full, and it's just been an amazing
I
weekend.
bet it is.
it's so full. It's almost like it's gonna blow up or just stop working one day. And then I think if you go down a little bit more, there was
to
a
our
lady.
beautiful fat community out there. If you've been on our socials, you've seen we've had a little bit of a popularity spike this past week.
You have one comment.
Your FatCon team loves this because that means the
And it's
message
you.
of fat joy is getting spread around like glitter in a craft project. That means it's on every surface, and you'll find it still stuck to you 3 days later.
Yeah,
But we realize this popularity is triggering to our culture and brings out the worst of fat phobia. It's important that you
I
know
think they're talking
your
about us.
FatCon team has been working hours every
Can you hear
day
that between?
to moderate our comment section. It's so important to us that our social channels not contribute to the trauma that our fat community experiences online. So we block every hateful, demeaning, and dehumanizing comment.
I
Now,
can't.
we only have
lot of
full
those.
control over the posts that directly come from FatCon.
We're also.
We have a little control
'Cause it
over
has-
the posts.
Could get it because they're fat. They're fascists.
Who else to defeat the fascists and the
Oh
fascists?
no!
Well, like,
Wait, there's
how are there-
exercise. I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm
How
not
are the
going.
moderators working when there's like one comment?
Okay. Do they have to? Do they have to be strategic with how much water they put in the pool because of the displacement?
I think that's just
Is that pool like half full, and when they all get out,
yeah, exactly. Everyone gets out. They're like, "Where'd the water go?"
they're like pulling up their folds and like just gushes. Okay, this better be on like the ground floor of the convention center because 1, they're not going upstairs. 2, those elevators can't. They just can't unless they
that'd be
made
a
like
lost
better
way.
elevators. I don't know about.
You just send one person at a time. Sorry,
What is
guys,
this?
that's the rules. Only one
What is
person at a time.
happening? What is going on? Some shots from the. This is a performance. This looks like torture.
Hey, I was
And with my next trick, I will put all my weight on you. What's the trick? I weigh a lot.
yeah,
That's the trick.
you will be squashed. Aha,
Fat
get it?
lesbian housewife. How can you
yes.
be a lesbian housewife?
We love this. Yes.
All right.
Amazing.
Truly incredible experience.
Oh no.
Where is this? Oh, is it? Wait, what was it? This has got to be Seattle. They got making. I want so badly for that stage to buckle. What are they talking about? Oh, bingo.
When we're together, it's meant to be. I love the way you love me. We laugh, we smile, here we are. We know
Where is this at?
I don't know. I mean, the hills. I look like Seattle, but I don't know.
Ah, Seattle, Washington.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Seattle.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, why didn't you invite
Yo,
me?
how you doing,
could've put it
Meadow?
on there. What's up, Meadow?
I was. This happened right beside me. I didn't even hear the quakes.
It would be like California, the rumbling of California.
Oh,
Sorry,
is this a lady?
we lost 4 buildings.
Woman. My mother-in-law just saw this. Isn't that sad?
Oh,
That's a lady. Good to see you. Good to see you, Thany. I'm gonna get back to fat shaming. That's okay.
Enjoy.
Do you have anything to say about all the fat people? No. They're expressing their very breathy sounds. There are lots of breathy sounds I've been hearing so far.
Yeah.
their aura.
I want to know what it sounds like. If you just like go and you sit in a chair and just listen, just how much of do you hear? There's got to be a lot of breath.
You hear people in the background. Oh. People making those fat noises.
Yeah, just- Oh, my body is a what? Is a vessel of power. That's not. No, it's a vessel of like cheese and grease. dude.
Power.
Morning, y'all.
Full of energy.
I'm Tigress.
Oh my gosh. That
Morning,
mask
y'all.
has
I'm
you-
Tigress. I'm the executive director of NAFA, the National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance.
The National Association. What fat accept what?
There needs to be a
Isn't the
National Association of
executive-
Buddy Buddy.
I
wonder
want
if
to
we make a national
form
association.
whatever the anti fat acceptance association. We got to like work on the optics, but I want to be the opposite of this lady.
Just make a.
You know, and this is how I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna get it. Gimme. This is how This is the Fat Queer Club. So it's a
Oh.
little bit different. It's adjacent. I'm quite sure it's basically the same, but this is how we get in, John.
Queer Fat Club.
I'm queer.
Okay, thank you for joining. We're just introducing ourselves at the moment.
Okay.
Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, Joe?
Yeah, my name's Joe. I go by he, they, and I identify as 275 pounds.
Okay.
I feel like Jay's kind of making fun of me, though. I know it's kind of a shock. I know, kind of a new thing.
I'm just,
Do what?
I said I apologize.
Oh, no, you're good.
Are you comfortable leaving the group at the moment?
Why?
I'm not understanding why you're joining the group.
This is the queer and fat group now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I came here for.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're here.
And you said you identify as fat?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Okay. This is just for fat-bodied people.
Yeah, I understand. I identify as a fat-bodied person.
I'm not understanding where you're coming from.
Are you guys comfortable with me here? I mean, I'm pretty chill on my end.
I'm not comfortable. No.
Can we take like a vote?
I'm gonna ask.
Can you identify like as like fat soul? My soul is bigger than my body, dude. My soul's like 300 pounds big.
Yeah, like I'm emotionally heavy. Like I always have emotions that are just running rapidly and wild.
Yeah, you do. Been-
Like,
been
oh, I
meaning
just
to
I
talk to you
feel
about it. So
I feel so much. I need to go on.
I feel these people's pain.
I need to go on a feelings.
like-
Oh
Is this
no!
This is a performance of some kind, dude.
How is that rope?
1 week until the FatCon, where I can teach him performing. What are you teaching?
That
Which one's
rope-
it? Is the top instructor?
That is true.
Even like her fingers are.
And
I'm,
why is there light bulb just hanging out of the fixture?
Wait, what? Oh yeah, they need to get a guy in there.
Yeah, you got to get a
Is it-
spot.
I think this is like at their house.
house.
Imagine having these people up in the apartment above you. I don't. Is this the act? Do we have to like sit there and watch the lady? Does she get carried in? Could they carry it in? Could somebody carry her in?
It looks like.
Or do they have to like watch her
cartoons.
get
It's like one of those cartoons where you like tie somebody up on the rope and they like on the log and then you just like roast them over the fire. Come on, piggy!
ball licky licky? Yeah, the second.
Stick an
part.
apple in your mouth.
The mattress for the bigger figure. What do you get out of this?
I don't know.
And like another thing I'm thinking about now is they say
That's why I wanted to
that when
go.
you have more fat friends, like when you have fatter friends, you will more likely be fat because like they eat more and you'll probably eat with them and like you just pick up bad habits or peer pressure or whatever, like unconscious influence. So these people are just gonna expedite their own fatness, and especially because they're like actively celebrating it. They're celebrating the early grave. Look at this lady.
I've heard the same thing about
Hi,
gays. Like,
my
there are
name
too
is
many gay
Miranda,
friends.
and I am the artist behind Softcore, an alternative plus size brand. Fat joy to me is living life unapologetically in my fat body. Everything society told me I couldn't achieve because of my size, I have achieved, and more so. I've
Like what? Like losing weight? I'm sure somebody's told you that. Were you able to do that? Were you able to lose your fat with all your fat, lady?
walked in fashion shows. I've modeled for brands I love. I pay my bills with the money I make from my plus size brand.
You know, that's actually what she's saying shows how decrepit our society is, that she's allowed to do any of those. And I don't know the legitimacy of the brands or any of that. But let's just say it's like as legitimate as it could be. It was like the highest level of fashion show and modeling and all of that. And she was allowed in as a legitimate actor. That just shows you how far we've fallen.
Yeah.
To allow her to feel as though she's met some kind of standard without any effort.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, like what's the point in anything now? Like what's the point in anything if now this is like just your life? And you know, like I am not opposed to like capitalizing off of fatness. Like I think you can totally sell dietary pills, sell lettuce. Oh gosh. That was me.
Sorry, no, that means I got to go take something out of the oven. You vamp, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm totally fine for capitalizing off fat people. For one, like, I mean, like I was saying, you can sell dietary pills, you can sell lettuce. As long as you're not encouraging it, I don't see what's the moral, ethical problem with not capitalizing off of them. I don't see any harm. Unless you're like Craig from Fight the Flat Earth, who is a ethical flat earther, where we just run off of the Humanist Manifesto and just like, well, it's all about harm. If you harm me, then I don't like it. It's all just a collective view of what harm is.
Well, you can smell the armpit cheese. Ugh. Ugh. I mean, I'd make the case that they are offensive to me, to my eyes. Like, I don't know. Like, you see morbidly obese people, that feeling you get, it's because you're seeing death. Like, not even like about the passions or anything like that, like the obvious gluttony and the lack of self-control and self-respect and all that, but just like you see them, and it's like seeing somebody with a knife. You're like, oh, I'm seeing somebody with a foot in the grave, and like I'm put in fight or flight now. So this lady here, sorry, involuntary response. But
I'm also in a long-term committed relationship with someone who loves and supports me.
okay, are they supporting you getting healthy? Are they accepting the fact that you're dying?
These are all things that society tells you that you can't do while fat, and yet I do. And I love the fat life I live.
Do you? Do you really? Do you really
Yeah,
like diabetes? I know you.
Do you really?
I know you like what gets you to diabetes. I know you like all the cheesecake, but
I love
look
cheesecake.
past. If you look past the mouthfeel, the yummy cake, do you really like it? Do you like having very low energy? I don't think so.
Do you like always smelling?
Be honest.
But back to your
Do you-
thing, it was funny. That happened
you-
today. Whenever, oh, go ahead.
No, go on. I was just gonna say basically the same thing over and over. So I was gonna just beat the dead horse, the very fat dead horse, the dead horse that died from being fat. Go on.
After my girl, she picked me up today. We stopped by the gas station like to get some ginger ale, and then in front of us was like the most flamboyant person ever, just as gay as can be, in a crop top and skinny jeans and everything. And I was already like in a bad mood, so like I walked in, and then this person like walked up in front of us, and then like my eyes, she like looked at me. She was like, "Just don't say anything, please," because like she just saw in my eyes. I'm like,
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand.
Shake it like a man. Wait, don't do that. Don't do that. But she was just like, just don't say anything. I was like, I'm not. I was like, you're being a precept to me. You're presupposing I'm going to say shit. She's like, shut up. I'm like, see, now you're starting
You're
stuff.
giving me no.
Shut up. So I just had to sit
Stop
there.
bewitching me with your word magic, lady.
Yeah. I was like, I wasn't going to say anything, but then now you brought it up, so now I guess I have to say anything. Now I have to say something. It would be woo with me if I didn't. I would hate to leave words unspoken in my brain. Because then where do they go? Nobody can hear them.
Yeah. How do I get them out of there? They're stuck.
Especially slurs.
They like fall down or lost in the crevices of my folds.
Yeah.
Folds of my brain.
I believe every slur should be said and not held within.
Yeah, you can't let that fester. You gotta let those slurs out, or they go to a dark. They get you in a dark place, man.
They just fester up inside of you. It's like what Shane Gillis says. He's like, I don't believe somebody can or cannot be racist. I think racist is just something like if you're hungry, like you're not right now, but like a cheeseburger could cut you off in the front, in the middle of the road. And you're like, yeah, that was funny that you brought that up, because I was like, that actually happened today. That happened today to me. I was in a bad mood. I really wanted to say something, but I had to hold my tongue.
They're like, how does it
Like a
affect
boomer.
you? I'm like, how does it affect me? It doesn't affect
Yeah,
you.
how
You must be a
does it
different kind of you.
Yeah, it gives me a headache.
We don't have a shared human nature, I suppose. That says more about you than it does me.
Yeah. But don't harm anyone.
So
please.
with this lady that's like, I can do anything I want. This lady's like, I can do anything I want. And being fat doesn't stop it. Can you be a black belt in jiu-jitsu, lady? I've never seen a fat black belt. I don't know if you have, John. I started going back to jiu-jitsu recently, and just on Wednesday there was this guy I never rolled with, never drilled with, and we start doing a drill, and we have to do an Ezekiel choke, and I'm the first one to go, and I get him in the choke, and I start applying pressure, and I'm applying more pressure, more and more pressure. I'm like, I stopped, like, hey, dude, am I doing it right? Like, are you feeling anything? He's like, oh no, you're feeling it. I'm like, okay, man, you got to tap. Like, I want to make sure I'm doing it right. I want to hurt. He's like, oh, I'm one of those weird. I'm like he's like, I'm one of those crazy bastards that just will never tap. And you probably couldn't make me tap if you tried. I'm like, the hell did you just say to me?
Yeah.
The hell did you just say to me, dude? And he was like kind of extra rough. Like, it was when you're drilling, you're not sparring. And even when you're sparring, you're not really going 100%. I mean, well,
yeah,
like you usually do. Like, we do like 5 sparring sessions in a row, 3 minutes each. So like, if you're going 100% every time, like by the end, you're just, me personally, I don't have the cardio to go 100% every time. I'm gonna get destroyed the last couple times. But this guy's going kind of extra rough, and even like today, still 2 days later, my neck is kind of more sore than it's ever been after class, because it's just going too hard for no reason. And every time, like, I'm just choking. Like, okay, I'm just gonna, like, the tap for me is like, it's feedback. Okay, you're doing it right. Like, if I don't get the tap, I'm like, am I applying pressure in the right direction, or am I tight enough? It's like, kind of tells me I'm doing it right. And so we spar, and I get on top of him, and I have him in the choke we were practicing. I have him in Ezekiel, and I have like my belly on his face, and I'm getting him, and he's you can see his arms like this, and he's like, tap tap tap, and I'm like, bitch.
Yeah, I thought you said you were tap out.
We got him, folks. We got him.
Ladies,
I even told the black belt who right. I was like, hey, like, what's up with this dude? He's like, oh yeah, he's a knucklehead. I'm like, all right, I'm not messing. Whenever I meet somebody like that, that's got like some weird thing, or like doesn't do things by like the etiquette or rules, I'm like, I'm not messing with you. Because what else are you doing?
Yeah,
are you gonna I tap? Are you gonna stop? I don't know. You're just not doing things the right way.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I called you bluff. I know you can go a little bit harder. It's like, oh well, thanks for tearing my ACL yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I can't go to work for the next month. But I just looked up fat jujitsu, and let's see what, like, this is like one of the first videos that came up with fat jujitsu. I love the he's got the swole bend pose. Remember that meme?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what this is gonna say.
The China cabinets with no China.
But I've put in a lot of work over the years, still in the gym, and I value my strength. So I'm not your average 450-pound dude. But
well, how many 450-pound guys are there for you to be able to get an average?
Yeah,
this dude's 450 pounds.
He looks it.
I don't know.
I'm still 400 pounds.
You're okay. You're 400. Yeah. So, okay. Sorry, only 400. I don't know I don't know a lot of 450-pound dudes to know what they're like. To really get a feel for them. Maybe he did. Maybe he goes to the convention. If I went to the convention, I would be I'd be a minority, a very very small minority.
Yeah, I know. I haven't graduated from 600 pounds yet. I'm still at 450.
Just saying, like, we need to go to the Fat Con and just eat donuts the entire time, like make ourselves sick. We're like, we're trying. I can't put on weight. Will you accept me?
I have like John Candy t-shirts.
I'm still
on.
that weight. I still have to move that way around. I still have those challenges. And so what I want to do is just kind of catalog my experience through this. I'm fresh. I'm a white belt and no stripes.
Oh, okay.
I've lost some weight over the past 2 months. That we'll talk about here in a little bit in other videos.
Good on you.
But I want to help whoever I can. I want you to know that this is absolutely something that you can do. You can do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I think everybody can. You hear people say, if I can do it, anyone can. As my coach.
Right. My new goal is to go to FatCon 2026 and see if I can get a jiu-jitsu thing going there. I want video of all the fatties doing jiu-jitsu. Picture the 2 fat people on top, and they're just like sliding, like that. Like picture all the sweat. Picture the sweat. Picture the smell.
Oh gosh. You won't be able to stand up on the mat. You just be slipping and falling. Everyone's just like, wah, 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 just rolling around. Bring a whole new meaning to rolling around on the mat.
Oh, dude, no. I don't know. I'm kind of questioning. It's not going to be jujitsu. It's gonna be like pig wrestling. It's gonna be pig wrestling.
Yeah, mud wrestling.
It's real sad. It's gonna get sad real fast.
Do the old Steven Crowder where you just like fake your degree and fake your papers and everything like that, and just tell these people that you have your
to get in,
doctorates to get in and everything like that.
Get paid to go.
Yeah. You fooled us.
That's wow, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. So that last video, I think it was just the guy encouraging, "Hey, fat people, like this is a way to lose weight and like do something good." That's oh shoot, sorry about the ad there, but
that's good.
So that's great. I was trying to find somebody who's like, "I'm fat and I love it and I do jiu-jitsu." How I choke you is I stuff my food down I spit my food out into your face and I make you choke. That's the only choke I've mastered.
You know who I think who does do jujitsu and who's actually pretty fat is that guy where he's like 6 children on Twitter. That like bald head ginger dude who like catches all those PDFs.
Oh, what's his name? I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that guy's huge. I saw him do like, what was it, like 450, like 8 times. Jesus, like just bench it. That guy's huge.
So they also had live music at the FatCon, and it's pretty high ticket needs. They got I don't know, like a DJ Slim up here.
They them energy. They them energy. They them energy. They them energy.
So
they them energy.
Yo, that's pretty big. Get it away, out of here. Get away. I don't want the they them energy.
Well, those are bad energy right there. I do not want that stuff.
No, I don't want that near me. We need a palate cleanser. You know, we've been looking at a lot of fat, looking at a lot of morbid things. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of an ASMR experience. Just sit back and relax. Let it wash over you.
These are the illegals.
Yeah, they're going home, dude. They're going home. That's what the Trump administration does. This was posted by the White House official account, dude.
It's so weird to say like the complete contextual differences from like the different White House administrations. Like they're like, here's a trash person, we love him, and then like a couple months later, here's a chain gang going back to Guatemala.
Yeah, oh, it's so good. It's got to, like, for people like normies that are just like maybe kind of aware and they're like paying half attention. It's got to be a whiplash.
Oh yeah, you're just like, oh my gosh! Imagine the boomers. It was funny. My dad was saying, he was like, it's nice to see the Border Patrol agents with smiles on their faces now, like they're actually doing work. He's like, that's nice to see.
There's so many places around the country where these people that they should be legitimate jobs. They are legitimate jobs, but they've been so demoralized by the system that they're in. Like here in the in Seattle, like the Seattle police have just been totally demoralized for years. Just like they're going to work, putting themselves in danger. They're totally castrated. They're not really doing anything to help anybody. It's real rough.
Same thing with like the LAPD here. Like they're just like their hands are tied. They can't do jack. They can't do anything. They're just like, well, that sucks for you, man. I hope you have insurance.
Things are changing. The
Yeah.
vibe shift provideth. Everybody just has to wait. We're gonna get our $5,000 Doge checks. Just hang tight. Let the vibe shift provide. And I keep finding these. I'm searching more of this Fat Con, and man, there's some weird stuff on here, man. This is another performance, or is this
Our innate
This is
value.
odd.
I think
Your
all of those
innate
other
value.
things come easier, but we're also able to do them with like more curiosity, more excitement from a place of just
Is she not
exploring
breathing?
and like
Is she
enjoying
underwater?
life, and less of a place of thinking that this next new thing is going to solve us, right? You are not a problem that needs to be solved. You are amazing. You are fantastic. You are awesome. You are
You need to stop
enough.
lying to yourself.
I love you. You are worthy. Here are some.
How's she gonna get
bubbles for
out?
you.
They have a crane on standby. What was? I don't know.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop. Ah.
Was that you? There was a whole boop,
No,
boop,
that was. Listen, that's the lady.
Fantastic. You are awesome. You are enough.
You are Nathan.
I love you. You are worthy. Here are some bubble kisses for you.
Bubble kisses.
Oh, bubble kiss.
Ugh.
Are
I don't like it.
I don't want to kiss ever again.
You are amazing. You are fat, and you're gonna die by 35 if you're lucky. And you're in here's some bubble kisses.
I pull over like a. You would literally like need like a little bobcat to like come and get her out of that aquarium. Like okay.
What are
Like,
what
lower
are
the
some other
bucket.
things? 'Cause, like this is just obviously people. What are some other things that people like they're in such a deep pit that to acknowledge the problem and start to make the go down the long road of healing and health, it's like intimidating. Like that's years of effort for these people to actually to live a normal life. And even then, like they're gonna have all this excess skin and all these different health things they might have to deal with. Like you get to a certain point where it's like it's way more easier to just lie to yourself and say, I accept myself as fat. I'm in the Fat Acceptance Association, and to start like doing these new age affirmations in order to program to brainwash yourself that this is actually a good thing. Like what are some other what are some adjacent things like that? That's like the same mechanism. Like you're in a deep hole, you got to get out of it, but
Potheads?
it's easier to just take the red pill. Potheads, you think so?
A lot of the potheads I know, they've just been potheads for years. I'm like, they're like, it's the best thing ever. It's like
I can stop whenever I want.
I'm like, yeah, I can just escape reality whenever I want to. Like, things are bad. What's bad? Okay, well, that works for you.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the things like that, I feel like the road to recovery isn't that like video game addiction or like I don't know, something like that where it's like, yeah, that's taking up a lot of your time. It's a pretty unhealthy habit. It's way out, like it's huge excess, but you know, you do something. You have like a good summer. You go get another job. You replace it with something like that, and it's just kind of like, wow, things get improved. Like it's a very big fast track to recovery. But like fat, that's a couple years of dedicated effort.
Yeah.
Do fat people, when they see videos of people that like the last 5 years I've worked every day to lose like 400 pounds, and it's been a journey, and I've documented it, and thank you for all your encouragement. I'm finally at my target weight of 170 pounds, and I'm healthy, and this dog, I got him the day my mama died, and he was there with me this whole time. This is Bubba. And like the people like that with the Fat Con, are those like the heretics? Like if somebody actually goes down the hard, the path of glory, are those anathema to them?
Probably. Like, oh, you betrayed us. Like we're supposed.
Yeah,
to
it's like when
together.
people detrans.
We're supposed to orbit together.
It's not. Yeah, you know, we're sticky enough. Like you just got to be close. You'll be absorbed into the blob.
Yeah, you would have to be, because I mean, imagine you like, you know, like come to like, well, you know, like ever since 2002, I completely changed my life. I started watching my calories, started watching my diets. I didn't drink as much soda. I didn't suck down 12 hot dogs a day for breakfast. And I lost all this weight, and I feel healthy and regenerated. Like, oh, you disgust me. Like, so you lie to yourself.
I feel like this isn't obvious. This one's not from the convention, but I expect a lot of this kind of thing to happen. Like you'll see a couple of these. Like if you if you go to a convention or there's like a festival, and like you go to all these different restaurants or whatever, and you see like, oh, those are people from the festival. Like these people don't know FatCon's happening, and then FatCon emerges. Oh, yep, there he is. There he goes. That's for all our audio listeners. That was like Adele got skinny and people were mad, right?
Yeah, people were all upset over that. And also, what's her name? Was it Selena Gomez or I think it was Selena Gomez, like the one that went all woke, where she was like, she used to be like this really nice, pretty girl, pretty singer. And then she went all woke and got all fat and got all pierced up and just tatted up and everything like that. And then she like found a boyfriend, and then she like completely like cleaned up. Like she started just wearing normal stuff again, and then lost like 50 pounds. And everyone's like, "What is wrong with you? What is wrong?" It's like, well, I found a guy. I love him. Ah! Yeah, that's some
so
wild
weird.
stuff.
I don't know.
There.
Was there anything else you want to talk about with FatCon? I mean,
no, nothing.
No.
We'll end it.
This lady doesn't even look that fat. This lady doesn't even look fat. Does this lady look fat to you? I mean, maybe she's husky.
Hello, y'all. I'm Sydney, the fat troublemaker, and what brings me fat joy?
I don't think we're not going to use the word. They've like turned fat into something else. Like that's not how I would use the word.
Well,
like to me, I'd be like, that's big joy. That's fat joy. I'd be like, no, it's fat joy.
Yeah.
Joy. All your fat belong to us. Like there's my wife showed me this. You know Jake Long?
I don't know,
YouTuber,
maybe.
comedian guy, pretty funny. My internet will freaking load. Oh no, not American Dragon, Jake Long. What is the guy's name again? I don't, if American Dragon Jake Long got fat, I don't know what I'd do with myself. What's the guy's name? I thought it was Jake Long, isn't it? I guess I'm not going to find it. I don't know. Sorry for wasting everybody's time.
Oh well.
What's his name? Oh, all I'm getting is American Dragon Jake Long. That's not what I want.
American Dragon.
Yeah, that's all that's coming up, dude. Look at that. I don't want this. Gosh dang it. That was okay. Well, okay, I guess I can come up with something there. Do you remember this show? Do you remember this?
No.
What he looked like, right? Okay. He went. Okay, well, this is like a Disney Channel show in like the early aughts. So he looks like this, right? And then, so right there, you don't think he would belong in the Fat Queer Club, but if you see season 2, Jake Long. Oh my gosh, is there any season 2 stuff? No season 2? Oh my gosh. Jake Long. It's not even going to be worth it. Can I even find it? No, he has a talking dog too. Oh my gosh. Anyways, the second season he goes all skinny, so I was going to make a joke there. You remember Toonami? Remember Toonami? This guy? What was his name?
A little bit.
Robot guy?
I remember.
Oh my gosh, Corbin Blues Push It to the Limit. Bro, I gotta listen to this.
Wealthfront.
Whatever happened to Cordon Bleu? Ryan Long? That's got to be it. Ryan Long. Thank you. We gotta get to demonetize this. Yeah!
Come on now.
Oh, dude.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Anyways, this is what.
All right, how we doing, guys? How's your week? Wife's still fat. Yeah, mine put on a few.
Mine outweighs me now.
Well, we have a new member today. His name is Dom, and his wife is getting fat.
Hi, Dom. Hey, Dom.
Hi, my name's Dom, and my wife's getting fat.
How fat we talking, brother?
Pretty fat. You know, I met her back in college. She was cute, solid 7. And a few years goes by, boom, she's breaking out the sweatpants. I can't even afford the Uber Eats bill.
You're gonna have to take on a second job to feed her.
At first, I remember her boobs were getting bigger, and I was like, hello, but then it didn't stop. And I was like, hello, you're 170, that's a lot of weight.
170? Is this a joke?
I'd kill for $170.
Yeah, I thought this was a support group for guys with fat wives. That's just a little bit of cushion. You might want to go down the hall, Dom. Hey guys, all of our wives were 170 at one point, okay? And for all you know, she was a buck even when he met her.
Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, she's pretty fat.
Let me guess. Second dinner from time to time? Oh, yeah, 170? Like, did she ever slap the hand of the waiter away because he takes the plate before she's licked it off, Dom? Hey, this isn't a competition, guys. We all have fat wives. I apologize for them. They're just a little testy. Their wives have gotten very fat. I'm sorry.
You know, like you see all the support and love and the positivity at the Fat Con, but this is what you don't see. This is what you don't see.
Yeah.
You don't see all the support groups of the husbands whose wives, the fat, disgusting, fat wives who are off at the convention. They're at home like, I've replaced the floors I don't know how many times now. The tile in my bathroom. How many times can she break it? You don't see the trail of tears left in the quake.
I didn't know you were gonna crack vinyl flooring.
I thought we just. At this point, I'm willing to try dirt floor.
Yeah.
You ever seen the movie Heavyweights?
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah, that was a good one.
Anybody seen Heavyweights? That's a great movie. My wife and I just saw it again a couple days ago. But I grew up with that one. I think I've said this before. I grew up with this, and to me, it's like fantastic movie, hilarious. Judd Apatow, the writer, and I grew up with it. Hilarious. Always loved it. Makes me laugh to this day. I showed it to my friend Sean, and I felt like he and I have a pretty similar sense of humor. And he sat beside me, and I was like uncomfortable because he was like clearly not into it, but he sat with it all the time. No, don't. I already took it out of the oven. I pressed snooze instead of turn off. He was like totally stone cold the entire movie. It's a comedy. Didn't laugh a single time. Like the third to last shot, he laughs, and it's something I've like never laughed at or noticed. So they win this Apache relay at the very end. The fat kids win, and they beat the jocks, and they're celebrating. And these two fat guys lift up. Like there's like they dunk the Gatorade like in football. They dunk a cooler, and a bunch of cans of Coca-Cola land on this fat kid. Like pelts him. He's like, ah! And that my friend was rolling on the floor for this like 2-second shot, like, and it was the only time he laughed. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah. What was I saying? Heavyweights, great movie.
That happens like
141 pounds, Jerry Garner. Weight loss goal 17 pounds. Please step down. Very fat, I see. 160 pounds. Weight loss goal 23 pounds. Oh my! Congratulations, Mr. Sims. You're the fattest boy in camp.
All right, let's get
Get down!
But that guy, the guy of European descent, would you like to see what he looks like today, or relative, recently-ish?
Sure. Let's see what this guy looks like.
Well, first off, okay, let's look up. This is Jerry Gardner, the first fat kid. He's the main character. This is what he looks like here on IMDb now. Look at that guy. Look at that distinguished gentleman.
What a stud.
Right?
Yeah.
145 pounds.
That was just
Let me look up
fat.
Lars. Yeah, 100%. 100%. What's weird, like they say he's 11 years old in that movie. Yeah, he totally looks, or like he's at least 14. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Lars. Here's Lars. I'm pretty sure this was taken in Seattle. Probably this couple months.
Oh,
this was
boy.
at the Fat Con. Lars. It's good to look up.
Reverse.
See where people are at.
Reverse Uno. Oops. Weren't you in that movie making fun of all those fat people? No, that wasn't me.
He looked good in that movie. I don't know. There's the most famous line from that movie. I was reading like a bunch of like little factoids about it, and it's like we said where she said somebody needs to tell me where all of the candy's hidden. He's like, oh well, you got to ask Seymour Butts for that. Seymour Butts. Who is Seymour Butts? Well, no one sees more Butts than you, Uncle Tony. Like, totally disses him. But apparently, that even like in the recording, it's a dub. They later did a take over that because the original line was Peter Fitz. Peter Fitz. Who is Peter Fitz? Anybody's Peter will fit in if you try hard enough. Like that's kind of
that's a little weird for the kids.
It doesn't quite fit the vibe of the movie. That made it not just into the script. They actually filmed it. They had to dub it out later.
That was like the OG Your Mama joke. Seymour Butts.
Yeah, Seymour Butts, classic.
OG Your Mama joke. What's that? Seymour Butts? Oh, who's that? Your mama. What?
Well, I gotta leave here in about 10 minutes. I'm going to men's night at church, and it will be the exact opposite of the Fat Queer Club. Just so you know, it's everything. They embody it, and the nega version. Just whatever. Just imagine the opposite. But do you think this will replace when all the fat people die off? Is this what will replace that con?
What is that?
It's an android, dude. This was, you remember the sperm and the egg we saw earlier? He's back.
Okay. Does it like not know how to like stand up correctly yet? That's why it's all suspended.
I don't know. This is Act 2 of the two fat chicks on the ropes. This
you know what that reminds?
It's the proto clone, the world's first bipedal musculoskeletal android. What's it remind you of?
Have you ever seen that TV show Criminal Minds?
Not really. Is that the one with the guy who gets addicted to heroin because he gets kidnapped?
I don't think so. I guess I don't remember that part.
I don't think so. That's the only thing I remember from whatever.
It's like about this team in the FBI where they like psychoanalyze serial killers and all that. There was this one serial killer they were like after, and he was like called like the Marionette, and he would like kidnap all these people and like constantly break their joints and tie them up to be marionettes, and he used to like play shows with them. And people would just think they're puppets, but they're just actually like living people. It's like, wow. That's what that reminded me of. Thanks for.
You ever watch? You ever watch Hannibal?
I haven't seen Hannibal.
It's the same thing, except he makes people eat people without them knowing. So basically the same thing.
Okay. I've heard of it, but I haven't.
Pretty
seen
good
it.
show though. So that was the protoclone. It's faceless, anatomically accurate synthetic human with over 200 degrees of freedom over 1,000 myofibers, and 500 sensors. Look at this. Oh, that's just Westworld.
Well,
That's
Westworld
him. This is a female robot. Okay, we need fat female robot representation.
I know.
Hey, Jude, how you doing? I like it. What is this for?
What would be the purpose of? Well, okay, I don't want to ask that question.
You discovered it right as you're asking. Oh, yeah. Well,
okay. That is kind of funny. Like I can't remember where I heard it from. Maybe it was from like Jim Bob on one of his streams when they were talking about like, oh, the liver has no, it has no purpose, or human beings have no purpose. Like, but what if we like created like humanoids or created our own liver? Like, oh, then yeah, that would have a purpose. Well, it makes no freaking sense. It's like, oh, now these fake humans will serve the purposeless. Will serve the purpose for the purposeless human. If that makes any sense. But I guess
so. Okay, thanks me more time. Like I'm retarded. Yeah, pretend that I'm retarded and say it one more time.
So if human beings are purposeless, but we have purposes that need to be fulfilled, so we create a humanoid, then we will be giving that a purpose for that humanoid to serve our purpose, which we have no purpose for. We're just here.
Well, that's like every atheist will say, like, there's no purpose, we're not here for anything, the world's meaningless. Even if there was, there's the heat death of the universe to look forward to. Like, they agree that, like, existentially and teleologically there is no purpose, there's no telos. But then they'll say, like, but then you can make your own meaning. Like, there's even this weird cult here in Seattle called what was it called, Benchmark or something? I can't remember off the top of my head, but like it's like an atheist secular convention thing. It's like Amway for atheists or something like that. And their whole thing is that life is meaningless, the whole universe is purposeless, so therefore we get to make our own. I'm like, no, you don't. Would you just go back to the first part? There is no purpose. So you can't just if you made one up. Landmark, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, Landmark, yeah, they're around here. I don't know too much about them, but I had friends that like came. They're like, no, it's like really great and it's like encouraging, motivation. I'm like, just sounds like weaponized nihilism. I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, 100%. Like if you say that there's no purpose, there is no telos, and then you say you can make your own telos up. You can create a purpose. That's you have to admit that at the end of the day there is no purpose. That even the purpose you make up will die with you. It's all just pretend. It's just pretend. Right? It's like I had a comment on one of my atheist videos recently, like about he said like, oh, I need to make a response to it, or at least to make fun of it or something. But he was saying that the moral argument for God doesn't work because, one, I just disagree with it, and therefore I don't need to. It's a false argument. Like, you're saying that you disagree with my argument? That's what makes it false? Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. You don't believe there's any meaning. And then what else? He said, I disagree that you need a God to have objective morals, and I also don't think morals are objective. I'm like, okay, prove either of those things, because if you have just subjective morals, he's like, clearly morals are just like the societal standards. I'm like, okay, well then we can make any societal standard we want. You can't actually say rape or murder is wrong if we can invent a society that has a standard, a subjective standard that says those things are good.
Yeah, that's wild. My brain can't work that hard right now.
Self-defeating.
That's like the debate that Andrew Wilson had with Craig. from Fight the Flat Earth. Did you see that?
No, I don't think I did.
It was pretty hilarious. It was funny because it was all just a collective minds can only figure out what is moral and what is not, or anything like that, or what has purpose, and like, well, how can you prove that? Well,
isn't that just like that's just ad populum? Oh, if we all get together and decide, like, well, that just because we agree doesn't mean it's true, bro.
Yeah. And it was funny because like he asked like the question about like there was like they were talking about harm, like how do we where do we distinguish harm from and everything. He's like, all right, so there's two sides right now where they're saying that transitioning children is bad and transitioning children are good. Which idea is better? Oh well, that's something I just don't want to talk about.
If we get enough people.
Total L, dude.
Yes.
It was funny. It was funny about that. It's like, sorry, go ahead.
No. What was funny about it? John, tell me what was funny about it, please. I'd like to laugh. You know, I'm in such a good mood. I'd love to laugh right now. Come on, bring it to me. Come on.
What's funny about it is that like even if like let's just like I'll just be like, okay, all of this, it is just through a collective of minds, through the majority wins and on all of this. Okay, there's still a majority of people that are saying no to everything you're saying yes to, so therefore you're still falling outside of your own worldview, so you're still stupid.
Well, I mean, even if it was just like we need a consensus of minds, we need the mass of people will decide. Okay, well, that you just incentivized me to eliminate the people that don't agree with me, so I have majority, because that's how I decide what's true. So if I can manipulate, propagandize, or eliminate my opponents, then I have. That kind of just sounds like might is right. Might makes right. Is what I think that would be. Oh my gosh, it's about to. My alarm was about to go off again.
I'll defeat your propaganda with my propaganda.
Well,
therefore, propaganda will be no more.
I reject your reality and substitute it with my own, dude.
Well, I reject.
I hate when people ask me like, send this address. I'm like, it's literally on Google. Like, I'm not gonna do your Google. Or like, you ever ask like somebody asks like they text you a question that's like very easy. You can just Google it. I'm like, I'm not your Google, dude. You ever feel that way?
Oh yeah.
It's different if it's like I'm with you, but if you're like gonna text me like I'm at work, dude, you're gonna get that answer like, what color is a banana? Why are you asking me? Stupid.
Yeah, like especially like where I live, like there's like just it's small enough to where there's only one of them. I mean, there's 3 subways. So I can understand that question. Like, well, which subway would you be at? But like if like I was telling somebody to meet me at this print shop, and I was like, meet me at Pack Wrap at like 8:00. Where's Pack Wrap at? I'm like, just Google it.
Well, somebody's like, well, hey, can you send me the address of the Seattle International Airport real quick? I'm like, no. No, you're not like you're asking for like. Just Google. You can use Google. Get away from me.
Yeah,
these are all. I have enough side quests. I don't need to tell you. I don't need to answer these questions. Well, thank you all for the 50 people watching. I promise I'll do more live streams. I got a new job recently, and I get home a lot later in the day. So these my normal live streaming time has kind of been eaten up, but I'm going to try to do more. We've been trying to be consistent on the Friday to get this done, and I've been going to jiu-jitsu. So like even when we get this done, I like leave immediately. I kind of feel bad at like my wife has to have all the kids and make dinner while I'm doing this and the jiu-jitsu and I get back and all that. So it's just trying to figure out how to make all the schedule and all the pieces work. But thank you guys for showing up. Hope you had some laughs, enjoyed the conversation. Leave some comments, like, subscribe, all of the things. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you want to send me any things you'd like us to talk about on this show or whatever. And thank you, Well Manual, 4 months as a member. Thanks for been lurking here while working. Well, God bless you guys. Pray for me. Pray for John. He was in the hospital recently. He didn't mention it, but he was in the hospital. Your appendix,
Yes.
your pancreas, your
Pancreas.
Do you have a tumor?
No, no. It's just a bad pancreas, and it gets flared up, and it hurts a lot.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about that, man.
Yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel better, mine's perfectly fine. Beautiful, beautiful pancreas. Best pancreas I've ever seen.
It's
Never
the best.
failed me. It's the best.
When they don't look at it,
See you
like,
guys.
it is the best pancreas.
Yeah, I'll probably do just a hangout stream sometime. Love to catch up with you guys in the chat. You guys are always hilarious and send me stuff I never heard of. It's quite fun. I like doing this. Best wishes, you guys. Very well. I guess I'll play us out with the song. I have to pull it up one more time. I have so many things that we can get into. I like save I have like 1,000 things in a folder that we can watch, laugh at, talk about, whatever. So it's not like I have any shortage of material just to get a ball rolling on a stream. But I definitely am not falling into the trap of like when I first started streaming last summer. It was like I gotta stream because I gotta like keep the habit up and I want to build this thing. And I'd like start a stream like pressing start, like not even knowing what I'm doing. I'm like, and it's like maybe this dude needs to like take a second to like think something out before he just presses play. But anyways.
The youngest all you need, it'll get you high, get you wise. Funny is the place to be.
He asked me to punch me and he knocked my teeth out, and I realized it's because our Haitian neighbor came in and needed it to put on string for their voodoo. My Christian Haitian neighbor is using my teeth for voodoo.
Buddy, the only show you want, the only show you need. It'll get you high, get you wise. Buddy is the place to be.
I've got a vagina. Sorry. I want to ask about this. What are we holding there? What is that? And he's not even holding it. Look, he's got his hand like this, and he's got like his two fingers out like this, and there's like a rock in front of his face. What is that?
And then your arm
look,
is like turning.
Okay, no, I thought it. His arms turning into a cloud, dude. And there's seagulls flying into a sun.
I think it was like I put like 2 Punjabis doing astrology, something like that. And it just like
this ice cream cone needs to go to Seattle and get to the Fat Con, dude. Look at that. That's the chonkiest ice cream I've ever seen. And I like how I never know. Yeah, I never know which one of us is supposed to be which in these pictures, but no. Which is this one? This one always like. Is it, where? Can you imagine like actually trying to locomote on this thing? Look at my legs. Look at both of our legs. Look. I've got like a nut thigh. Is that my junk? What is going? It looks like my leg's supposed to be like going, like I'm trying to like hop over it. Like that leg is like the knee's going underneath my ass, like I'm hopping over it. But I have another leg coming out. It's not even like on my side. It's not like it's not coming out where my hip is. It's like coming out from my ass. And the other dude,
it's just a legless.
Are you sitting? Are you like? Yeah, or is like he's like sitting on his knees. I don't. And this one always gets me. Like, picture us trying to locomote. Like we hold hands, or like put our arms around each other and try to fly with. That'd be really difficult.
I love this generator. This generator was awesome. I was like, I was trying to make serious things, but this bringing this up, I'm like, okay.
This okay? You got the snake by the head. That's where you want it. That's where you want it. Where's this one? What's going on? What's going on? There's just an arm floating. You see that?
Oh yeah, I never noticed that.
There's just an extra arm. In our hands, it's like they're like they're like I don't know, like they're like wings.
Lego
Like-
hands.
yeah, Lego hands.
Click.
And he's holding like a barbell that what is he holding?
Yeah, it just
I don't know.
disappears inside of his hand.
Just disappears.
Like both barbells do. They just disappear into this like place right there.
I feel like I don't. This one never. You on? What are you? Are you on the urinal? And there's a toilet that doesn't have a tank.
Is that like an upper decker?
I don't know. But we both kind of look like we're having a rough night.
Yeah. That good? You were so bad.
This is the bathroom at the Fat Con, dude.
That's where all the husbands.
Picture a bunch
That's
of
where all the
fat
husbands are waiting. They're waiting for
Yeah.
their wives to be done. It's all in the bathroom, just like, this sucks, dude. I know.
Going to the bathroom with sandals on. I don't like that. Not about that. I don't know.
No, that's true. I never really thought about
I would.
that.
I don't.
damn it.
Okay.
I wear flip-flops
Can you actually?
everywhere.
Can you imagine the toilets at the Fat Con, dude? They gotta pay a plumber a fat check, dude.
No pun intended on that one.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I was supposed to be at church to open up the doors a minute ago to let everybody in. So, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.
Glad you're feeling better, John. Everybody, peace out.